Grist for the mill. Understanding an intriguing English phrase. Hello and welcome to our English language learning series. Today, we're diving into a fascinating phrase that you might have heard in English conversations. Grist for the mill. We'll explore its meaning, origins, and how to use it effectively in everyday English. So, let's get started. Grist for the mill is an idiomatic expression with a metaphorical meaning. Grist originally refers to grains that are brought to a mill to be ground into flour. In the phrase, it symbolizes anything that can be used or turned to advantage. So, when someone says something is grist for the mill, they mean it's useful material or experience that can be transformed into something of value. The phrase, grist for the mill, dates back to the times when mills were a central part of each community. Farmers would bring their grain, or grist, to the mill to be ground. This process was essential for producing food. Over time, the phrase took on a metaphorical meaning, indicating that just as grain can be turned into something useful, like flour, so can experiences or information be turned into something valuable or insightful. Let's see how grist for the mill is used in everyday language. 1. In personal growth, my failed business venture was disappointing, but it's all grist for the mill. I learned a lot from it. 2. In writing or art, as a writer, every experience I have is grist for the mill. It all ends up feeding into my stories. 3. In conversation, I love traveling. All the people I meet and the cultures I experience are grist for the mill when it comes to understanding the world better. Here are some tips to use this phrase correctly. It's often used in contexts where experiences, information, or situations are being transformed into something beneficial. The phrase can be positive or neutral in tone, depending on the context. It's typically used in reflective or introspective conversations. Grist for the mill is a wonderful example of how English takes a simple, everyday concept and turns it into a metaphor for something much larger. We hope you found this explanation helpful and that it adds value to your English language journey. Keep experimenting with phrases like these to enrich your English skills. Until next time, happy learning!